Hi Gustavo, Jordan Rudess here. Thanks so much for sending me your track. I enjoyed checking it out, and I love the idea of taking something and doing your own score to it. I think that was very, very cool. What fantastic practice. I wonder what version of the BBC library you're using and what possibilities you have. Because the first thing I noticed is the articulations you chose to play your melodies could have sounded more legato. It threw me off a little bit to have them sound a little duh, duh, duh. Strings don't really play like that in a melody, and the BBC orchestra has like legato articulations. So a lot of the trick in using those great sounds is to choose the right orchestration for the particular thing that you're doing. And the other thing I was thinking about is when I was listening, you know, there's these amazing libraries. One of them you should look into that'll really help your compositional game is called The Orchestra. It's made by Sonuscore, S-O-N-U-S-C-O-R-E, I believe. It's distributed by Best Service. You definitely have to check that out, because what happens is you can put your hand down on a chord and it just kind of articulates strings and brass in interesting ways that are really, you know, very orchestral, and so you don't have to do all the work of like figuring out all the different articulations. So that would be a big plus in your library. I use that all the time. I liked a lot of the chord choices. I had a little trouble with the file. I guess it was a big file, like video. Usually things load in really easily, but something about the video. So I was trying to just take some dictation just to understand some of the chord changes. But I like your theme. I don't really remember it. Whatever it was very proud, and one time you went to like a major chord, and I went, yeah, that's cool, because you opened it up, it was very cinematic, and then at the end you were, I think you brought it up to A minor and it raised it again. But what I actually missed in it is, you see when I'm even playing the piano, there's like oomph and power, and your melody, your theme could have totally used something that had hit. So in that case, it's a matter of getting some rosin in the bows, or using like a piano, or the other thing I was thinking about is you should go into some of the BBC percussion stuff, and you could be like, timpani, and be playing timpanis and like crash cymbals, and then you could have the choir come in, and you need to be able to make it punch. You need to find the right articulations. You need some choir sounds, maybe some piano. And I want to hear what you do with it next, because if you add all those kind of things, it's going to be good. Definitely, that's the trick, is the right articulations, the right, adding some elements of intensity that actually have some definition, because you were lacking definition in a lot of the parts. And those kind of like string things you do where you run up and go, again, it's a good idea orchestrationally, but the right articulation there too. And also the other thing to think about is the effects. I thought maybe a little bit more reverb could have brought it into more of a nice space and made it sound more real, organic, like an orchestra was in the room. But these are things you really need to think about. But what a great start, and what a cool theme. And yeah, just keep working on it. Let me know how it goes. Thank you. Bye-bye.